I was disappointed in this film. I was disappointed. Mixed reviews, definitely a divisive film. Before I even saw it, I was very curious why there were so many people that didn't like it. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, that's why. Without ruining anything, if you haven't seen it, they do not follow up with the same tone and direction as they did with the first film. In short, and they do so dramatically so, it feels literally like a train stopping at high speed. It just kind of grinds at a full speed, lurching you backward toward a different direction that you did not expect. Artistically, I appreciate it, but as far as his character goes, they did him a big time disservice. 5 out of 10 just because of that. And yes, this story is a continuation of events after the first Joker film. Review over for all of you that just left. For the rest of you, let's talk about it. There's going to be some spoilers in this section. Okay, Arthur's in prison, criminally insane prison, on trial for the events that happened in the first film. Crowd loves him. See this man as a revolutionary. Definitely not the Joker you see from the comics, at least not the comics I'm familiar with. This guy is a different Joker, let's be clear. I think it's disappointing that they even use the same Joker background and the same Gotham background. This guy's different. He's not the same as what you're used to, and that's both good and bad. The Joker that I have grown up to know, and I don't know about love, but be familiar with. It's hard to love a guy that only really loves chaos and doesn't love anything else. The guy was super mean and abusive to Harley in the comics. Not a role model, not a revolutionary by any stretch of the imagination, though of course I haven't seen all the Joker stories, so let me know what you think. In this story, he's definitely more human. He's more grounded. He's definitely dealing with mental illness. And the big factor about this Joker, I think the hugest factor that really sets us all in a very different tone, is this Joker has definitely bit off more than what he could chew. He is playing around in a world where maybe he actually doesn't belong. He thinks he does at first, and I think he kind of gets a feel for it, especially when Harley comes into the picture. But eventually he figures out he can't really hang. That's like the whole thing. He can't hang with this group of people. He has unleashed something beyond his grip, far beyond his grip. And this story reflects that. You can see it slowly slipping away from his fingers bit by bit. It's a very disappointing story. It's a very disappointing Joker. And what's worse, and I really think this is where the director really shines here, where I don't think he gets enough credit, is as the audience, you feel that disappointment, just like with the people and the characters that have grown to love him in this story. I think that's why it's so disappointing. I think he's actually, in a sense, mission accomplished. I almost want to give him a 10 out of 10 because he really gives you the same feeling as what these people feel. He's a disappointment. Okay, now comments about this Harley. She's not the Harley Quinn either that we have grown up with, and no, she is not the same person either. By far. Just to be clear, this is not the same person. Again, why they gave her the same name. This is where I misleading. But she's still a good character, and the reason why is I think, in a sense, she's Arthur's arch nemesis here, really. Like, they obviously have scenes together. There's a lot of romance going on between them, both real and fictional. But in the end, she's using him. She's using him. She's definitely the abusive one here. And in the end, she's not there for him. That's another thing that's really disappointing. She's not there for him at all. I kept thinking after this film, man, if I was him, I would have just taken the ball and run with it. You know, like, as soon as he gets out of the court, you know, I would have been in that car. We would have rode to wherever, and I would just be the Joker now. That was what I would do. I think that's what we all were expecting, and it didn't happen. Last thought, though, something more magnificent and beautiful does happen, though, is you get to see this movement grow beyond him, the man. That very last scene where he's back in prison, and what happens to him, and who does it to him, you see him kind of transform a bit. Watch that scene again. You see the growth, the birth of what I feel is the actual Joker, maybe even like the Heath Ledger one. Watch that again, and then watch The Dark Knight, Nolan's Dark Knight. Watch this film and then watch The Dark Knight. Just watch them. That's where the true beauty lies. You have to go through all of that disappointment and misleadingness to get to that magic point. And there, mwah. All right. Like and comment if you like what I'm saying. Let me know what you think. And yeah, we'll talk later.